The hunt below. The flatfish, nature's strangest hunters of the seabed. When we think about fascinating creatures of the sea, our minds often turn to sharks, whales, or colorful coral reef fish. Yet hidden at the bottom of the ocean lies a remarkable species that is often overlooked, the flounder. With its flat, unusual body and peculiar way of life, the flounder is a true wonder of marine adaptation. Today, let us explore the world of this unique flatfish and discover why it deserves our attention. The flounder belongs to a group of fishes commonly known as flatfish. What makes it immediately striking is its body shape. Unlike most fish that are symmetrical and swim upright, the flounder has a laterally compressed, flat body that allows it to lie almost invisibly against the seafloor. But perhaps the most astonishing feature of the flounder is the placement of its eyes. When flounders hatch as larvae, they look like typical young fish with an eye on each side of the head. As they grow, however, one eye slowly migrates across the head to join the other on the same side. This transformation gives the adult flounder its characteristic appearance, both eyes facing upward, while the rest of its body lies flat against the seabed. This odd anatomy is not just for show, it serves a very practical purpose. Flounders are masters of camouflage. Such camouflage provides an excellent advantage for survival in the often dangerous coastal waters where they live. In terms of behavior, flounders are patient ambush predators. Instead of actively chasing their food, they prefer to wait in hiding. Small fish, shrimp, and other invertebrates swimming too close may suddenly find themselves caught by the flounder's quick strike. Their mouths, though slightly twisted to one side, are perfectly adapted to snatch unsuspecting prey in a split second. This feeding strategy not only conserves energy, but also allows flounders to thrive in areas where food may be scarce. Flounders inhabit a wide range of environments. They are most commonly found along sandy or muddy bottoms of coastal waters, estuaries, and even rivers. Some species live in relatively shallow waters, while others can survive at impressive depths. They are distributed in many parts of the world, from the North Atlantic to the Pacific, making them an important part of various marine ecosystems. Speaking of ecosystems, the flounder plays an essential ecological role. As mid-level predators, they help regulate populations of smaller fish and crustaceans, maintaining balance in the food chain. At the same time, they serve as prey for larger fish, seabirds, and marine mammals. In this way, the flounder acts as both hunter and hunted, contributing to the complex web of life in the ocean. Beyond their ecological significance, flounders are also valuable to humans. They have long been an important source of food in many coastal communities. Their tender, mild-flavored flesh is enjoyed around the world, making them a staple in both traditional dishes and modern cuisine. Commercial and recreational fisheries target various flounder species, which supports local economies. However, this popularity also means that flounder populations must be carefully managed. Overfishing, combined with habitat degradation, poses real threats to their numbers. Sustainable fishing practices and conservation efforts are crucial to ensure that flounders remain abundant for future generations. Another fascinating aspect of flounders is their role in science and culture. Because of their dramatic metamorphosis, from a normal-looking larva to a flat adult with both eyes on one side, flounders have been subjects of biological research for centuries. They provide valuable insights into evolution, adaptation, and the wonders of developmental biology. In folklore and literature, flatfish like the flounder sometimes appear as symbols of transformation and cunning, reflecting the way they can change form and disappear into their environment. In conclusion, the flounder may not be the most glamorous or fearsome creature of the sea, but it is certainly one of the most extraordinary. Its flat body, migrating eyes, and incredible camouflage make it a living example of how nature shapes organisms to survive in specific environments. So next time you think about the ocean's diversity, remember the humble flounder, a fish that proves survival often depends not on strength or speed, but on patience, adaptation, and the art of blending in with the world around you. The whale shark, nature's largest fish and calmest wanderer. When we imagine the ocean's greatest giants, our thoughts often drift to the mighty blue whale or colossal squid. Yet swimming quietly through warm tropical seas is another giant, one less known but no less extraordinary. This is the whale shark, the largest fish in the world. It is a creature that challenges our imagination, enormous, mysterious, yet astonishingly gentle. Today, let us journey into the life of the whale shark and uncover the secrets of this magnificent being. The very name whale shark captures its dual nature. From whales, it inherits its gigantic size. From sharks, it inherits its classification as a cartilaginous fish. An adult whale shark typically reaches 10 to 12 meters in length, though some individuals have been recorded at over 18 meters, about the length of a city bus. It can weigh more than 20 tons, yet it moves through the sea with surprising elegance. Its broad, flattened head houses a mouth that can span over a meter wide, giving it an appearance both majestic and slightly comical. Covering its vast body is a mosaic of white spots and stripes set against a deep bluish-gray background. Each pattern is unique, functioning like a fingerprint, and scientists use photographs of these markings to identify and track individuals around the world. But size and appearance are only part of the story. What truly sets the whale shark apart is its feeding strategy. Unlike many of its shark relatives, it is not a fearsome hunter. Instead, it is a filter feeder, similar in lifestyle to baleen whales. The whale shark swims slowly with its enormous mouth open, allowing water to rush in. Specialized structures inside its gills then filter out plankton, krill, and tiny fish. In a single day, a whale shark can filter thousands of liters of seawater to extract its food. Occasionally, it performs a spectacular maneuver known as vertical feeding, positioning itself upright in the water column and pumping its jaws to draw in clouds of plankton. For such a massive creature, its diet is remarkably delicate, consisting of some of the ocean's smallest organisms. This gentle feeding behavior has earned the whale shark its reputation as a peaceful giant. Unlike the great white or tiger shark, it poses no threat to humans. In fact, in many parts of the world, divers swim alongside whale sharks, marveling at their calm presence. Observers often describe the experience as humbling, as if entering the orbit of an ancient, wise creature. Whale sharks inhabit tropical and warm-temperate oceans, preferring waters between 21 and 30 degrees Celsius. They are found in all major oceans except the Mediterranean, from the Indian Ocean to the Pacific and the Caribbean. Yet despite their global range, they remain elusive. Whale sharks are highly migratory, traveling thousands of kilometers across open waters. Scientists still do not fully understand the patterns of these migrations, though they are thought to follow seasonal blooms of plankton and fish spawning events. Some individuals have been tracked traveling from Mexico to the Central Pacific, an astonishing journey that highlights their endurance and connection to the rhythms of the ocean. The life cycle of the whale shark is still a mystery. They are ovoviviparous, meaning females produce eggs that hatch inside their bodies before giving birth to live young. A female whale shark may carry hundreds of embryos at different stages of development. Yet no one has ever witnessed a whale shark giving birth in the wild, and much about their reproduction remains unknown. What we do know is that whale sharks grow slowly and may live for over 100 years. This extraordinary lifespan adds to their aura of wisdom and ancient presence. Ecologically, whale sharks play an important role in the marine environment. By consuming large amounts of plankton, they help regulate these populations and contribute to the balance of ocean ecosystems. They also serve as indicators of ocean health. In many cultures, it is revered as a symbol of abundance and peace. In places such as the Philippines, Mexico, and the Maldives, whale shark tourism has become a vital industry, drawing thousands of visitors eager to swim with the gentle giant. When managed responsibly, this tourism supports local economies and fosters conservation awareness. Divers who encounter a whale shark often return with stories of awe and gratitude, spreading appreciation for the species far beyond the coastal communities where it is found. Yet with admiration comes responsibility. Whale sharks face serious threats. Their slow growth and late maturity make them vulnerable to overfishing and accidental capture in nets. Because they rely on plankton blooms, their movements can signal changes in productivity, climate shifts, and the impacts of human activity on the seas. In this sense, studying whale sharks provides not only insight into a remarkable species, but also a window into the health of the oceans themselves. For humans, the whale shark holds a special significance. These encounters can spark a lifelong commitment to marine conservation, ensuring that the next generation will also have the chance to meet this incredible giant. In conclusion, the whale shark is more than just the largest fish in the sea. It is a gentle traveler, a patient filter feeder, a symbol of harmony in the ocean's vastness. It reminds us that greatness does not always come from power or aggression. Sometimes it comes from calmness, balance, and coexistence. To protect the whale shark is to protect the health of our oceans and ultimately our own future. So the next time you imagine the mysteries of the deep, picture the whale shark, enormous yet gentle, ancient yet alive with the present, a true guardian of the seas. The sardine, small fish, great survivor of the sea. When we think about the ocean's great spectacles, our minds may leap to massive whales or powerful sharks. Yet sometimes it is not the giants, but the small, shimmering fish that steal the show. One such fish is the sardine, tiny in size but immense in importance. With their silvery bodies and synchronized movements, sardines are among the most fascinating and vital creatures in the sea. Sardines are small, schooling fish belonging to the herring family. On average, they measure just 15 to 20 centimeters long, with slender bodies covered in shiny, reflective scales. Their streamlined shape and shimmering silver color make them both beautiful and practical. They blend with the light of the ocean, confusing predators and allowing them to move swiftly as a group. But sardines are not just ordinary fish. Their strength lies in numbers. Sardines form massive schools, sometimes containing millions of individuals that move together as one. This synchronized swimming creates mesmerizing shapes in the water, living waves of silver that shift and flow in perfect unison. These schools provide safety, as predators find it difficult to single out an individual when faced with such dazzling displays. One of the most spectacular natural events involving sardines is the famous Sardine Run, which takes place each year along the eastern coast of South Africa. Billions of sardines migrate northward, forming a giant living river that stretches for kilometers. This migration is not only breathtaking to witness, but also one of the greatest feeding events on Earth. Dolphins herd sardines into tight balls, seabirds dive from above, sharks charge through the schools, and even whales join the feast. The Sardine Run is often described as the greatest show on Earth, a true reminder of nature's abundance and interconnectedness. Sardines play a crucial role in the marine ecosystem. They feed primarily on plankton, tiny drifting plants, and animals. By consuming plankton and then serving as prey for larger predators, sardines form a vital link in the ocean food chain. Without them, many marine animals, from seabirds to tuna, dolphins, and whales, would struggle to survive. In this sense, sardines are small but mighty, sustaining entire ecosystems with their presence. For humans, sardines have long been a valuable resource. They are caught in vast numbers, providing food rich in protein, healthy oils, and essential nutrients. Around the world, sardines are eaten fresh, grilled, smoked, or preserved in cans, a staple in many diets for centuries. Because of their abundance and nutritional value, sardines are sometimes referred to as the people's fish. They have sustained coastal communities, fueled economies, and remain a symbol of affordable, nourishing food. However, sardines are not limitless. Like many marine species, they are vulnerable to overfishing, changing ocean conditions, and climate shifts that affect plankton populations. When sardine numbers decline, the impact is felt throughout the food web, affecting seabirds, marine mammals, and the people who depend on them. This is why sustainable fishing practices are essential to ensure that sardines continue to thrive and play their vital role in the ocean. In conclusion, the sardine may be small, but its importance cannot be overstated. From the shimmering schools that dazzle the eye to the dramatic sardine run that sustains countless predators, to its role as a humble but vital food for humans, the sardine proves that greatness in nature is not always about size. Sometimes it is about connection, abundance, and the unseen threads that tie ecosystems together. So next time you see a can of sardines on a shelf, or watch a documentary of their glittering schools, remember this tiny fish with a giant story, one of resilience, beauty, and life at the very heart of the sea. The mackerel, speed demon of the open sea. Among the many fish that roam the oceans, few are as swift, sleek, and valuable as the mackerel. With its shimmering body and powerful movements, the mackerel is not only a remarkable creature of the sea, but also one of the most important fish for marine ecosystems and human societies alike. The mackerel is a medium-sized fish belonging to the same family as tuna. It is instantly recognizable by its slender, torpedo-shaped body, which is built for speed. Its scales shine with shades of silver, blue, and green, and dark, wavy stripes run across its back, giving it a distinctive, almost artistic appearance. On average, a mackerel measures between 30 and 60 centimeters, though some species can grow much larger. This streamlined body allows it to slice through the water with impressive agility, making it one of the ocean's most efficient swimmers. Mackerel are pelagic fish, meaning they live in the open sea rather than near the coast or the bottom. They are highly migratory, often traveling in large schools that move with the changing seasons. These schools can number in the thousands, creating glistening rivers of silver beneath the surface. Mackerel feed primarily on plankton, small crustaceans, and tiny fish, capturing them with quick bursts of speed. In turn, they serve as prey for larger predators such as tuna, sharks, dolphins, and seabirds. In this way, mackerel occupy an essential place in the marine food chain, linking small ocean life with some of the ocean's most powerful hunters. For humans, the mackerel has immense value. It is one of the most widely consumed fish in the world, known for its rich flavor and high nutritional content. Mackerel is an excellent source of protein, omega-3 fatty acids, and essential vitamins, making it both healthy and delicious. It can be enjoyed in many ways: grilled, smoked, canned, or even raw in certain cuisines. In countries across Europe, Asia, and Africa, mackerel has been a dietary staple for generations. Economically, it supports major fisheries and provides livelihoods to countless people along the coasts. Ensuring sustainable fishing practices is therefore critical to protect both the species and the communities that rely on them. It is a symbol of speed, abundance, and connection, linking tiny plankton to great predators and the depths of the ocean to the tables of people around the world. By respecting and protecting this remarkable fish, we safeguard not only a vital part of marine ecosystems, but also an enduring source of nourishment and culture for humanity. So the next time you see the silvery flash of mackerel, whether on a plate or in the ocean, remember that this fish carries with it a story of migration, resilience, and the timeless rhythms of the sea. The sperm whale, keeper of the ocean's darkest secrets. In the vast expanse of the ocean, where sunlight fades and darkness rules, a true giant roams, mysterious, powerful, and awe-inspiring. This is the sperm whale, the largest of all toothed whales, and one of the most extraordinary creatures ever to inhabit our planet. Known to science as Physeter macrocephalus, the sperm whale embodies both the strength of the sea and the secrets of the deep. Let us begin with its size and appearance. Male sperm whales can reach an astonishing length of 16 to 20 meters and weigh up to 50 tons, while females are somewhat smaller but no less impressive. The most distinctive feature of this whale is its enormous block-shaped head, which accounts for nearly a third of its body length. Inside lies the spermaceti organ, a structure filled with a waxy substance that once fueled the global whaling industry. Today, scientists believe this organ helps the whale control its buoyancy during deep dives and is crucial for echolocation, the biological sonar that guides these animals through the darkest parts of the ocean. To navigate this dark world, sperm whales rely on echolocation. They emit powerful clicks, so loud that they are among the most intense sounds produced by any animal. These clicks bounce off objects and return as echoes, painting a sonic picture of their surroundings. With this ability, sperm whales can track squid with astonishing precision, even in complete darkness. For scientists, studying these clicks has also unlocked the possibility of decoding whale communication, offering a glimpse into a complex and perhaps even cultural world. And indeed, sperm whales are not loners. They can remain submerged for up to 90 minutes, exploring a world no human can easily reach. Down there in the pitch-black depths, the sperm whale hunts for its favorite prey, squid. And among those squid lurks the legendary giant squid, a creature that has fueled myths for centuries. The scars left by giant squid tentacles on the bodies of sperm whales are living proof of these dramatic battles hidden far below the waves. They live rich social lives. Females and calves form pods, groups that provide safety and cooperation. In these pods, mothers nurse their young, babysit one another's calves, and share responsibilities that ensure survival. calves can nurse for several years, learning gradually the skills needed for life in the deep. Adult males, on the other hand, often roam alone or form loose bachelor groups, traveling vast distances across the ocean. Their social bonds may not be as permanent as those of the females, but they still interact in remarkable ways. Communication among sperm whales is especially fascinating. They produce patterned sequences of clicks known as codas. Each pod seems to have its own set of codas, almost like a dialect or cultural identity. These codas may carry information about group membership, social status, or behavior. Some researchers even believe these patterns represent the foundations of culture, traditions passed down from one generation to the next. In this way, sperm whales demonstrate intelligence and memory rivaling some of the most advanced mammals on Earth. Beyond their social lives, sperm whales play a vital ecological role. By hunting in the depths and returning to the surface, they help circulate nutrients through the ocean. Their fecal plumes are rich in iron and nitrogen, fertilizing phytoplankton, the microscopic plants that form the base of the food chain. Phytoplankton also absorb vast amounts of carbon dioxide, making sperm whales important allies in regulating the global climate. Thus, protecting sperm whales is not only about saving a single species, but also about preserving the balance of life in the ocean. Humans, however, have had a complicated history with these giants. For centuries, sperm whales were relentlessly hunted. Their spermaceti oil was prized for lamps, machinery, and even cosmetics. The golden age of whaling in the 18th and 19th centuries drove populations toward collapse. And it points us toward the future, urging us to see the ocean not as a resource to exploit, but as a living system to protect. To look into the eye of a sperm whale is to feel the weight of millions of years of evolution and the silent wisdom of the deep sea. Protecting them means safeguarding a part of Earth's soul, ensuring that generations to come will still hear the echoing clicks of the ocean's greatest diver, the mighty sperm whale. The sperm whale, keeper of the ocean's darkest secrets. When we think of the ocean's greatest inhabitants, few creatures inspire as much awe and wonder as the whale. Towering in size, graceful in movement, and deeply mysterious in their behavior, whales have captured the human imagination for centuries. They are not only the giants of the sea, but also symbols of the ocean's beauty, power, and fragility. Whales are marine mammals, meaning they breathe air, give live birth, and nurse their young. Within this order, whales are divided into two main groups, baleen whales and toothed whales. Baleen whales, such as the blue whale and humpback whale, possess plates of flexible keratin in their mouths, which they use to filter tiny organisms like krill from the water. Toothed whales, such as sperm whales and orcas, have teeth and hunt larger prey, including fish, squid, and even other marine mammals. Size is one of the most striking features of whales. The blue whale, for instance, is the largest animal ever known to have lived on Earth, reaching up to 30 meters in length and weighing as much as 180 tons. Its heart alone is the size of a small car, and its tongue can weigh as much as an elephant. Even the smaller whale species, like the minke whale, dwarf most other creatures of the sea. Despite their enormous bulk, whales move with astonishing grace, gliding through the water with powerful strokes of their tails. Whales are remarkably well adapted to marine life. They have streamlined bodies for efficient swimming, thick layers of blubber for insulation, and the ability to hold their breath for extended dives. Some species, like the sperm whale, can dive more than 1,000 meters deep and remain underwater for over an hour in search of squid. Others, like the humpback whale, are known for their acrobatics, leaping out of the water in dramatic breaches that send waves across the sea. One of the most fascinating aspects of whale biology is their feeding strategy. Baleen whales, including the gentle giants like the blue whale, use lunge feeding, engulfing vast mouthfuls of water and then pushing it out through their baleen plates, trapping millions of tiny krill inside. In contrast, toothed whales such as the orca rely on intelligence, coordination, and strength to hunt. Orcas, often called killer whales, are apex predators that work in pods to herd fish, chase seals, or even take down larger prey. This diversity of feeding behavior highlights how whales have evolved to occupy many different ecological niches in the ocean. Whales are also highly social animals. Many species live in groups known as pods, which provide cooperation, protection, and social bonds. Communication plays a central role in whale society. Humpback whales are famous for their haunting songs, complex patterns of sound that can last for hours and travel vast distances underwater. These songs are believed to be a form of communication, possibly linked to mating. Toothed whales use echolocation, emitting clicks and listening for the echoes to navigate the dark depths and locate prey. Whale sounds form a rich and mysterious language, reminding us that intelligence and culture are not unique to humans. In the ocean ecosystem, whales are more than just majestic creatures. They are essential engineers of the sea. Whales are now celebrated rather than hunted, drawing travelers from around the world for whale watching tours. Seeing a whale breach the surface or hearing its song has become a transformative experience, fostering respect and admiration for these giants of the deep. Yet whales continue to face many challenges. Although commercial whaling has largely ended, illegal hunting still exists. Even more pressing are modern threats: entanglement in fishing gear, ship strikes, noise pollution that disrupts communication, plastic waste, and the impacts of climate change on their food supply. Protecting whales requires international cooperation, strict conservation measures, and greater awareness of the fragile balance of the oceans. In conclusion, whales are far more than just large animals. They are guardians of the seas, vital players in the ocean's ecosystems, and symbols of the wild beauty of our planet. Their songs echo through the deep, their migrations span the globe, and their presence reminds us of the majesty of the natural world. To save whales is to save not only a species, but also the very health of our oceans, and in turn, our own future. So the next time you look out over the waves, imagine the shadow of a whale passing silently beneath. The heart of a blue whale can weigh nearly 200 kilograms, about the size of a small motorcycle. When the whale dives, its heartbeat slows down to just 2 beats per minute. Blue whales produce sounds that can reach 188 decibels, louder than a jet engine. Under the right conditions, their calls can travel across entire ocean basins. Humpback whales are famous for their haunting songs, which can last for hours. These songs may even change over time, spreading like cultural trends across populations. While the sperm whale is known for deep diving, some beaked whales have been recorded staying underwater for over 3 hours, a true feat of endurance. Many whales follow ancient migratory routes, traveling thousands of kilometers between feeding grounds in polar waters and breeding grounds in the tropics. Despite their enormous size, baleen whales feed mostly on tiny creatures like krill. A single blue whale can consume up to 4 tons of krill in one day. Whales, especially sperm whales and orcas, have some of the largest brains on Earth. Their social structures, communication, and problem-solving abilities suggest a high level of intelligence. It is a reminder that the ocean is alive with wonders beyond our sight, and that among them, the whale reigns as one of the greatest marvels of the natural world. By consuming massive amounts of prey and releasing nutrient-rich waste, they stimulate the growth of plankton, which in turn supports the entire marine food chain and helps regulate Earth's climate by capturing carbon dioxide. When whales die, their bodies sink to the ocean floor, creating whale falls that provide food and shelter for deep sea life for decades. In this way, whales sustain life in the ocean even in death. For humans, whales have always held a special place in culture and history. Ancient civilizations told stories of giant sea creatures, often inspired by encounters with whales. In the past, whaling was a major industry, with whale oil used for lamps and machinery, and baleen used in products from corsets to umbrellas. Sadly, this led to the near extinction of many whale populations. Today, however, the relationship between humans and whales has changed. The frogfish, master of camouflage and the ambush hunt. In the world of amphibians, there exists a creature so unusual, so otherworldly, that it has captured the imagination of scientists and nature lovers alike. This is the axolotl, often nicknamed the Mexican walking fish, though in truth it is not a fish at all, but a very special salamander. Native to the ancient lakes of Mexico, the axolotl is one of nature's strangest wonders, blending mystery, charm, and resilience. At first glance, the axolotl seems almost mythical. It has a slender body, delicate limbs, and most famously, 3 pairs of feathery external gills sprouting from the sides of its head. These gills give it a frilled, almost dragon-like appearance. While most amphibians, like frogs, undergo a full transformation from larva to adult, the axolotl is unique. It retains its juvenile features throughout its entire life, a phenomenon known as neoteny. In other words, it never truly grows up, living permanently in a youthful, aquatic stage. This eternal youth comes with fascinating abilities. Unlike many animals, axolotls can regenerate entire body parts. If they lose a leg, a tail, or even parts of their spinal cord, they can regrow them perfectly, with no scars. Scientists have even documented cases where axolotls regenerate parts of their brain. This remarkable ability has made the species a focus of medical research, offering clues that may one day help humans heal more effectively from injuries. In their natural habitat, axolotls are found in high-altitude lakes such as Lake Chocomilco near Mexico City. Once, these waters were vast and interconnected, providing a safe home for countless axolotls. Today, however, their environment has shrunk dramatically due to urban development, pollution, and the draining of lakes. As a result, wild populations of axolotls are now critically endangered. Ironically, while they struggle in the wild, axolotls are thriving in aquariums and laboratories around the world, where they are bred both as pets and as research animals. Axolotls are carnivorous, but not in a frightening way. They feed mostly on worms, small insects, and tiny aquatic animals. With no teeth designed for chewing, they use a method called suction feeding. By opening their mouths quickly, they create a vacuum, pulling food inside and swallowing it whole. Watching an axolotl eat can be oddly charming, as it seems to snap up its meals with sudden, almost playful motions. Despite their delicate appearance, axolotls can live surprisingly long lives. In captivity, with proper care, they often reach 10 to 15 years of age. Their gentle nature and curious look make them popular in the exotic pet trade, though caring for them requires attention to water quality and temperature. Beyond their biology, axolotls hold cultural significance as well. In Aztec mythology, they were associated with the god Xolotl, a deity of fire and lightning who is said to have transformed into an axolotl to escape sacrifice. This link to ancient legend has helped cement the axolotl as a symbol of survival and transformation in Mexican culture. The dolphin, intelligent wanderer of the ocean. In the endless blue of the world's oceans, giants move with quiet power and grace. These are the whales, the largest animals ever to live on Earth, and some of the most fascinating creatures in the history of life. From the mighty blue whale to the acrobatic humpback, whales embody the mystery, intelligence, and resilience of the sea. Let us begin with their diversity. The word whale refers to two broad groups, baleen whales and toothed whales. Baleen whales, such as blue whales, fin whales, and humpbacks, are filter feeders. Instead of teeth, they possess long plates of baleen that act like a giant sieve, trapping tiny prey such as krill and plankton. Toothed whales, on the other hand, include species such as sperm whales, orcas, and dolphins. They are hunters, equipped with teeth to capture fish, squid, or even other marine mammals. Together, these two groups represent an extraordinary evolutionary journey, one that took land-dwelling mammals back into the sea some 50 million years ago. The most famous of all is the blue whale, the largest animal ever known to exist. Stretching more than 30 meters long and weighing up to 180 tons, a single blue whale outweighs even the largest dinosaurs. Its tongue alone can weigh as much as an elephant, and its heart is the size of a small car. Yet, despite its enormous size, this gentle giant feeds almost exclusively on tiny shrimp-like creatures called krill, consuming up to 4 tons of them in a single day. Whales are not only massive, but also extraordinary travelers. Many species undertake migrations that rank among the longest in the animal kingdom. The gray whale, for example, makes a round-trip journey of more than 16,000 kilometers each year, traveling from cold Arctic feeding grounds to warm lagoons in Mexico where they give birth. These migrations connect oceans and cultures, reminding us of the global scale on which whales live their lives. Communication is another hallmark of whale life. Humpback whales are perhaps the most famous singers of the sea. Their haunting songs, which can last for hours, are thought to play a role in mating, but they may also carry social or cultural meaning. These songs even evolve over time, spreading like musical traditions across populations. Toothed whales, such as sperm whales and orcas, use echolocation, clicking sounds that bounce through the water, allowing them to see in the dark and communicate with one another. Some scientists believe whale communication is so rich and structured that it may represent one of the most complex non-human languages on Earth. Whales also play a crucial role in the health of the ocean. By feeding at depth and releasing nutrient-rich waste near the surface, they fertilize plankton growth. Plankton, in turn, absorbs vast amounts of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, helping regulate Earth's climate. In this way, whales are more than just majestic creatures. They are engineers of the ecosystem, shaping the very balance of the planet's environment. Throughout history, however, the relationship between humans and whales has been marked by both wonder and exploitation. For centuries, whales were hunted for their oil, blubber, and baleen. The era of industrial whaling in the 19th and 20th centuries drove many species to the brink of extinction. Blue whale populations, once numbering in the hundreds of thousands, were reduced by more than 90%. It was a time when human greed nearly silenced the voices of the ocean forever. But the story does not end there. International bans on commercial whaling, established in the late 20th century, have given many species a chance to recover. Today, instead of harpoons, millions of people seek whales with cameras and binoculars, fueling a growing whale-watching industry that celebrates their beauty rather than destroying it. Conservation efforts, while far from complete, have begun to restore hope for these giants of the sea. Still, challenges remain. Whales face threats from ship collisions, entanglement in fishing gear, plastic pollution, and noise disturbance from shipping and military sonar. Climate change, too, poses a serious risk, altering the availability of prey and disrupting migration patterns. Protecting whales in the modern age requires not only laws against hunting, but also a deeper commitment to safeguarding the health of the oceans themselves. Whales also inspire us in ways that go beyond science and conservation. They are symbols of strength, endurance, and mystery. Their songs echo across the ocean, stirring something deep within the human spirit. They remind us of our own small place in the vast web of life, and of the responsibility we share to protect the natural world. Fun facts only deepen their allure. Did you know that a blue whale's heartbeat can be detected from over 2 kilometers away? Or that a humpback's song may travel hundreds of miles through the sea? These extraordinary traits highlight just how incredible these animals truly are. In the end, whales are more than marine mammals. They are storytellers of the ocean, creatures that embody millions of years of evolution, resilience, and wonder. Protecting whales means protecting the ocean, and in doing so, preserving the very heartbeat of our planet.